Hi, my name is Amy Scherber, and I'm the founder of Amy's Bread. I started my bakery in 1992, so we're having our 20th anniversary in the summer coming up. And the bakery has grown like crazy, and I never really knew what I was getting into when I started it, but it was a dream of mine to have my own business, and I really wanted to start something that I could do where I would really make something that would satisfy people. One thing I loved making was bread. When I first got out of college, I thought I wanted to go into marketing, and I couldn't find a job in my field, so I worked as a waiter in a really nice restaurant. I helped open a new restaurant, and I thought that was really fun, but it wasn't my real job. So finally, I moved to New York to work in a marketing company. And as I would walk to work and walk around the city, I would see all these little bakeries and shops and think, oh, gosh, those actually look really interesting, although here I'm going to my job in marketing. And I liked what I was doing, but I didn't feel that really suited me perfectly. I told everybody I was going to leave the business thing behind and go into this restaurant business. So then I went to cooking school, and as I cooked through the process of the savory food and the pastries, I kind of felt like the restaurant idea wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, and then I got into the pastry side. The food industry is really a male-dominated business, and in certain cities, women have made a big headway into the business, but in New York City, it's still quite male-dominated. So when I started the bakery, at that time, it was really a time when flour bags were huge, and they were like 100-pound bags, and people who ran bakeries had these huge boards that they would travel, they'd put the bread on the dough on it, and they'd move around the bakery with it, and I said, I have to be able to lift everything, and I want my staff to lift it. I want women to be able to do this work, and I wouldn't want men. I don't want them to hurt their back either. I need 50-pound bags of flour. I need small boards that I can put the dough on. So I shopped around till I could find little stuff to work with. And today, 50-pound bags are the norm now, but it was, at that time, still 100-pound bags were really the norm about 20 years ago in New York City, and same with sugar and all these things. They were really heavy, so I felt like that was one thing that I just knew I would do differently. As a female business owner, I think I run a business in a way that's more collaborative. I try to ask people around me what they think, and we all come together. People always ask me for advice about starting a business and how to make a business a success. And I would say that one thing that you really need to know is having a clear vision. People, in their mind, if they're starting a business, they have an idea. They can imagine the whole business. They can imagine what it looks like, feels like, smells like, depending on whatever business it is. But all the people around them only can imagine a little bit of it, because they can just either see the business plan on paper, or they can hear concepts coming out of someone's mouth. But to actually make a business that's a success, it has to be something that's so clear to everybody, because when you first start, you need to share that with your employees, and they have to help sell that business to the other people around you. Go for your dream, but look for what thing you really want to do and really work in that industry for somebody that you admire for 2 or 3 years at least, or 5 years. If you are young enough to go 3 years in one place and 2 in another, you really should work year-round at a place and not just pop 6 months here or there, because you really don't get the full picture of seasonality and all the different things that happen in a business over time. We love the holidays. We're having a lot of fun. This year our new product is fruitcake, and everybody said, fruitcake? Oh, I hate fruitcake. And we're like, no, you haven't tried ours. It's delicious. It's made with all these different beautiful dried fruits, no artificial things in there. It's like really nice figs and dried sour cherries and apricots. It has a little bit of rum and a little bit of brandy in there, but it's delicious and something special, and we've had a great response once people taste it. We also make a little bread that's a wreath shape. It's a cranberry and walnut bread. We put fresh cranberries on it along with dried cranberries inside, and we put a little bit of flour to look like snow, and we snip the wreath branches so it looks very festive. We have Hanukkah cookies this year as well, which are very pretty. They're all blue and white, and we make stencil country sourdough loaves that say 2012 on them for people's celebration as well.